One predator on this list kills with an 85% success rate. Another makes more kills in a single night than a leopard makes in months. And one of Africa's most dangerous hunters weighs less than a house cat. This list ranks 20 African predators, from the least to the most lethal, not by size, not by fame, by how reliably they kill, hunting success rates, natural weapons, how efficiently they kill. The animal at the top is not the one you're thinking of. This is the least lethal predator on this list, and it knows it. 7 to 12 kilograms. Found in woodland and moist savanna environments across sub-Saharan Africa. Of all 20 animals here, the side-striped jackal has the most plant-heavy diet. Fruits, insects, eggs, small rodents. It scavenges more than it hunts. When it does hunt, it targets frogs, lizards, and mice. It avoids larger predators entirely rather than competing with them. Against the predators higher on this list, it doesn't even try. As a survivor, highly adaptable. As a hunter, last on this list. Until 2015, this animal was considered a regional variant of the golden jackal. DNA analysis established it as a completely different species. 7 to 15 kilograms. Deserts, scrublands, and open grasslands across North and East Africa. Its main strength is adaptability. It survives in terrain that eliminates most other predators. Rodents, hares, ground-nesting birds, and small antelope. Scavenging when prey runs out. Mated pairs sometimes hunt together, which lets them push towards slightly larger prey. It ranks at 19 because surviving hard environments and consistently killing are two different things. It survives where stronger predators fail, but survival alone does not make a top-tier killer. Same family as the two below it, very different attitude. The most aggressive jackal species in Africa. 6 to 13 kilograms, roughly the size of a medium dog. And unlike the others, it picks fights it shouldn't win. It has been documented harassing cheetahs off fresh kills. It challenges caracals and bat-eared foxes for food. Mated pairs hunt cooperatively. One distracts, the other kills. The black-backed jackal is a real hunter, not a scavenger with good PR, but aggression without size only goes so far. It picks fights above its weight, and usually loses them. From 5 kilometers away, it can already see you. One of Africa's most powerful raptors. The continent's second largest eagle, wingspan up to 2.3 meters. Predominantly black with a white V across its back. It lives in rocky mountain terrain across East and Southern Africa. And here is where it gets unusual. Its diet is almost entirely one animal, the rock hyrax. In some territories, hyraxes account for more than 90% of everything it eats. Within that world, it is a precision instrument, using the terrain itself to cut off escape routes before diving at speed. The problem is the same precision. Remove the hyraxes, and this eagle struggles. The most precise predator on a cliff, the least effective predator anywhere else. It doesn't need to see its prey, it just needs to hear it. 8 to 18 kilograms. Proportionally, the largest ears of any cat species on Earth, the serval can pinpoint a small animal moving beneath grass cover. No visual contact required. Then, it pounces with both forepaws, pinning the target before it can react. It also hunts birds mid-air, jumping up to 3 meters vertically to intercept them in flight. Its hunting success rate is estimated at over 50%. Its ranking at 16 reflects one limitation. The prey it targets is uniformly small, precise and efficient, but limited in reach. 8 to 20 kilograms, lean, long-legged, built to change direction at full sprint, similar to the serval's ears, similar hearing, but the caracal does something the serval cannot. It can leap up to 3 meters and knock multiple birds out of the air in a single jump. It has taken bustards and flamingos this way. On the ground, it has brought down prey 3 times its own body weight, young kudu, small ostriches. It hunts alone and relies on speed, not endurance. It ranks above the serval at 15 because the prey it targets is significantly larger, and that means a bigger impact as a predator, but the next animal doesn't need to chase anything at all. Africa's largest eagle. Wingspan up to 2.6 meters. Body weight reaching 6 kilograms. The impact alone can kill smaller prey on contact. Its talons are strong enough to pierce a skull on strike. It can detect prey from approximately 5 kilometers away. Vision is 3 to 4 times sharper than a human's. Its method: soar at altitude where prey on the ground cannot see it, then dive and deliver a killing blow on impact. Monitor lizards, mongoose, warthog piglets, young baboons, small antelope. It ranks above Varro's eagle at 14 because it hunts a wider range of animals across more varied terrain. Now we move into a different category entirely. Officially listed in the Guinness World Records as the world's most fearless animal. Here's why. Its skin is up to 6 millimeters thick and loosely attached to its body. If a predator grabs it, the honey badger rotates inside its own skin and bites back. Lions and leopards have abandoned attacks on honey badgers because the animal simply refused to stop fighting. It hunts cobras and puff adders, snakes that would kill most animals its size, and survives bites that should be fatal. After serious envenomation, individuals have been observed resting briefly, then continuing to eat the snake. Its diet runs from bee larvae to small crocodiles. Against larger predators, fear works. Against physics, it doesn't. No venom, no chase. It just waits, and then it squeezes. Africa's largest snake, up to 6 meters, over 90 kilograms. The method is always the same. Strike with backward curved teeth, coil the body around prey. Wait, every time the prey exhales, the coils tighten. Once the coils tighten, every breath makes the situation worse. The prey keeps trying to breathe. Every breath makes it worse. Then the movement stops. The python then swallows it whole. Skull, bones, hooves, digested over days or weeks. One large meal can sustain it for months. It has taken warthogs, impala, monitor lizards, young crocodiles, and in documented cases, full-grown crocodiles. It ranks at 12 because it doesn't hunt often. When it does, almost nothing within range survives. Most victims never even see the snake. This species causes more human deaths in Africa than almost any other, and the method is the same every time. Ambush from a position of perfect concealment. 1 to 1.5 meters. Thick-bodied. Slow-moving. Its camouflage against leaf litter, dry grass, sand, and bare earth is so effective that people and animals step directly onto it. The strike is faster than the human eye can follow, fangs among the longest of any African viper, driving cytotoxic venom deep into tissue. The venom breaks down blood and destroys surrounding flesh. It positions itself on established animal trails and waits. Hours, days if necessary, until something walks into range. It ranks at 11 because its venom acts more slowly than the snakes above it, and the prey it takes is relatively small, but its kill volume across the continent is enormous. The puff adder waits for prey to come to it. This one comes to prey. The fastest snake in Africa, close to 20 kilometers per hour. It can raise to a third of its body off the ground, bringing its strike point level with the chest or head of a standing adult. Its venom attacks the nervous system directly. Without anti-venom, a single bite is close to 100% fatal in humans. Death is possible within 7 hours. It strikes multiple times in quick succession, then tracks the prey as the venom takes hold. Once bitten, there is very little time. It ranks above the puff adder at 10 because it actively pursues prey, covers more ground, and kills faster. Most people have this animal completely wrong. The idea that hyenas are scavengers is not supported by the data. In some territories, research suggests spotted hyenas kill the vast majority of the food they consume. In many territories, lions follow hyena packs and steal their kills, not the reverse. Their hunting success rate against large prey, wildebeest, zebra, buffalo calves, is around 25%. Against animals that size, 25% is a strong result. They don't chase, they outlast. Pack members identify the weakest animal in a herd, isolate it, and run it into exhaustion. Their jaw generates the highest bite force of any land predator in Africa, strong enough to crack femur bones that lions cannot break. That gives them access to parts of a carcass no other predator can reach. The hyena ranks at 9 because its individual kill rate is lower than several animals above it. As a unit, it is one of the most dominant predators on the continent. At the water's edge, this animal becomes almost invisible. Then the river explodes. This species has barely changed in 200 million years because it doesn't need to. Up to 6 meters long, over 700 kilograms. The highest recorded bite force of any living animal. It holds position at the waterline for hours, motionless, indistinguishable from floating debris, near every spot where animals must drink or cross. When prey steps into range, it launches with a speed that nothing of its size should have. One grip, into the water, down. Underwater, it death rolls, rotating its full body to tear tissue and strip the fight out of prey instantly. Large animals drown. Smaller ones don't survive the initial contact. It has taken wildebeest, zebra, buffalo, lions, young hippos, and, in estuarine waters, full-grown sharks. It ranks at 8 because outside of water, it is slow and exposed. Inside it, almost nothing gets away. The apex predator along Africa's coastline with the highest concentrations off the Western Cape, near dense seal colonies. 6 meters long, over 2,000 kilograms, 300 serrated teeth in multiple rows. When the front teeth wear out, the row behind moves forward. Its primary technique: position deep beneath surface prey, then attack vertically at full speed. The impact alone is often enough to disable the target before a bite connects. It hunts using 3 independent detection systems simultaneously: electroreception, sensing the electrical fields generated by living muscle; chemoreception, detecting blood at extreme dilution across vast distances; lateral line receptors, reading movement and vibration from hundreds of meters away. It ranks at 7 because its reach is coastal. In these waters, it has almost no competition, but the animal ranked above it hunts this one. Despite being called a whale, the orca is the largest member of the dolphin family, the apex predator in every ocean on Earth, including the waters off Africa. 9 meters, 6,000 kilograms. No natural predators, none. Orcas hunt in pods using strategies that differ by population. These are not instincts. They are learned techniques, passed down through generations, the same way skills are passed between people. Several groups operating off the South African coast have developed one specific specialization. They hunt great white sharks. The method: flip the shark onto its back, triggering a state of paralysis called tonic immobility. Then remove the liver, the most energy-dense organ in the body. The rest of the shark is left. The orca ranks above the great white at 6 because it sits above it on the food chain in the same water. In open ocean, there is no ceiling on what it can take. Rainforest, desert, mountain, wetland, the edge of cities. No other large cat in Africa lives across this range, and that range reflects how adaptable a killer it really is. Its success rate runs from around 14% in open terrain to around 38% in dense cover, where stealth becomes a weapon. It hunts almost entirely at night, with vision roughly 7 times more sensitive than a human's in low light. It can spend 30 minutes covering a short distance in complete silence, closing within a few meters before the final sprint. The kill is a throat bite, held until breathing stops. Then it carries the carcass into a tree, sometimes prey twice its own body weight, to keep it away from lions and hyenas. Pound for pound, no large cat on this continent is physically stronger. Hunting alone sets a ceiling on the prey it can take, but an individual skill, stealth, patience, strength, adaptability, nothing here matches it. A lion alone succeeds in roughly 17 to 19% of hunts. That number alone would not place it at number 4. What places it at 4 is what happens when it hunts as a pride. Success rate climbs to around 30%, and the prey it can target becomes a different category entirely. Lionesses divide into roles. Some push prey in a direction, others wait at the point it's being pushed toward. The prey moves away from one group and directly into another. A fully grown male exceeds 200 kilograms, with jaws strong enough to crush bone and canines built to hold a throat until suffocation. Lions are the only predators in Africa that consistently hunt full-grown buffalo, giraffe, and young hippos. Remove the pride, and the numbers drop. 110 kilometers per hour. The fastest land animal on Earth, and it gets there in about 3 seconds. But speed is not why it ranks third. This is why. Its hunting success rate is approximately 58%. Close to 6 in every 10 hunts end with a kill, as a solitary predator, chasing gazelles and impala across open ground. It stalks first, closes the distance on foot, then sprints. During the chase, its tail acts as a counterweight, allowing hard direction changes at maximum speed. The finish is a trip, not a tackle. Knock the legs out, then immediately clamp the throat before the animal recovers. Here is the problem. After a full sprint, body temperature rises to dangerous levels. Recovery takes up to 30 minutes. During that window, the cheetah cannot defend its kill. Lions and hyenas regularly take the carcass. The cheetah often does not eat what it kills. Despite that, 58% places it above every group hunter on this list. It ranks third. It weighs between 1 and 2.5 kilograms. Africa's smallest wildcat. Hunting success rate, approximately 60%. It hunts only at night across the dry plains and Karoo semi-desert of southern Africa. In one night, it can cover up to 32 kilometers and make between 10 and 14 kills. Field research has documented it making more individual kills per night than a leopard achieves in 6 months. Read that again. More kills per night than a leopard makes in 6 months. It ranks at number 2 rather than number 1 because the prey it takes is uniformly small. It cannot threaten large animals. In terms of raw impact as a predator, it cannot compete with the animal at the top. By kill percentage though, only one predator in Africa scores higher. No venom, no ambush camouflage, no record speed, not the largest, not the heaviest, not the most physically imposing predator on this continent. Its hunting success rate is approximately 85%, the highest of any large predator in Africa. For context, a lion pride, coordinated, powerful, dominant, succeeds in roughly 30% of hunts. Wild dogs succeed in 85%. That is not a marginal gap. That is an entirely different level of killing efficiency. Wild dogs hunt through endurance. A single pursuit can cover 5 to 10 kilometers. Pack members rotate to the front of the chase so no single animal carries the full load of leading. The prey, impala, wildebeest calves, kudu, slows as it tires. The pack does not. The pace holds. The outcome is set before the chase ends. Before a hunt begins, pack members signal readiness by sneezing. The group does not move until enough individuals have responded. It is a vote. During the chase, they communicate continuously, repositioning, cutting escape routes, adjusting in real time. After a kill, food goes to the entire pack, including pups, including injured members who never ran. Pack members regurgitate food for those who stayed at the den. A larger, healthier pack is a more consistently lethal hunting unit. Every part of how the African wild dog operates, its stamina, communication, tactics, social structure, exists for one purpose: a completed kill. 85%, held across decades of field research and across different populations in different environments. That is why the African wild dog ranks first. The most dangerous hunters here are not built for spectacle, they are built to finish. If there's an animal you think belongs on this list, drop it in the comments. And if you still think the lion should have been number 1, I want to hear your argument. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next one is already coming.